I'm so glad it's you. That's what the stranger said as she walked into the door of the restaurant. And I looked around and I was the only one there. So she had to be talking to me. Turns out she was the person, the prospect I was there to see. And we were there to meet, to discuss me editing her book. Honestly, it was clear from the moment she sat down that I got the gig before we even discussed the project. How did that happen? Well, turns out she saw me struggling with my parallel parking. I was trying to park on a curve that was kind of slanted, and I just couldn't get it right. 5 times I tried to parallel park. Each one was a failure, but number 6, that was golden. That was a victory. And when I turned off the car, I looked in that rearview mirror and I threw my arm in the air in what I call the Rocky sign of triumph. Perhaps many of you will remember that scene from the movie Rocky. It's iconic when he runs up the step of the Philadelphia Museum of Art and gets to the top and throws his arms in the air in triumph. That is a significant point in the movie, just like apparently it was a significant point that day in me getting a new client for a juicy and really rewarding editorial project. So when that happened, I realized something important. That in business, it is not just your talent, ability, and experience, all key, all important. It is also who you are. It is the you of you, your authentic self, that ends up connecting you with others, that ends up building those bridges because they see something in you that aligns with either the way they are, what they like, or a value they have. And it turned out this wonderful client believed, just like me, that small wins are incredibly worth celebrating. You know, she caught me at a spontaneous moment when I was just being myself, and it made a difference, which says something about things that we all have to be aware of in business. At the stage when we're trying to attract clients, at the stage when we're serving them and trying to retain them. We have to be ourselves. We have to present with an energy that's all ours. Doesn't mean that you're going to be a surefire match with every client. It's the beauty. We're all different, but you will be a match with those that align in attitude, belief, energy, mannerisms with the way you are. It's an important thing to remember. Is when you're going out and you're showing up in business, and this is something I work with my clients on all the time, it is about your talent, ability, and experience. But it is this whole persona of you, the totality of you, the way you show up. That's something I work with my clients, digging deep to uncover and make them demonstrate with ease and comfort, a comfortness in their own skin, who they are. It works for you with business. both by attracting and separating out the people who may not be quite as good a match. The other thing about that fist in the air, I can't refrain from saying what a significant win in that movie, even beyond perhaps beating Apollo Creed, because that was the ultimate moment when Rocky realized he had triumphed over himself. And honestly, if you think about being in business, especially if you're an entrepreneur and making it more or less on your own, believe me, you got to put in the work. You can't quit. You have to be a little bit like the Energizer Bunny, because there are going to be failures and disappointments and missteps and mistakes, but you can't let it get you down. Bounce back and come back with the you of you and the energy that's all yours. So it's something I want you to remember when you go out in business. That internal drive, that spirit, that magnet that connects you with others, and that will to go on. I'd love to hear your comments about that. And I'd love it if you want to talk more about putting your best foot forward when you show up online, in person, or on stage. Words and stories that show who you are. And one final comment I can't help but saying. No matter what your personality is, you don't have to be like me or my client. You don't have to be celebrating small wins. Putting that rocky cheer once in a while into your day makes a huge difference. Look forward to hearing from you. DM or via email, which will be in the comments. Talk soon.